You're watching Professor Plays, and I'm starting a new Death World series today. I'm trying to make it not quite so boring in the early game, so I started the game. I put down some burner miners. You can see their pollution cloud here. I put burner miners on the iron and a little bit on the copper, and you can see it's hitting a bug base. And you see these red spots here? Those are bugs that are gathering to attack. So I just ripped up everything. I don't think I left anything behind. Took up all the mining drills, all the furnaces, and ran away. And I'm trying not to make it quite so boring in the early game. Um, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to craft a few things, see if I can build a power plant down here maybe, do a little bit of research. Let's see, is there another water I could use? Well, there's bugs everywhere. This is probably the best place. Put a power plant down here, do a little bit of research down here to the point where I get turrets and things. See, this bug base was pretty close to my iron mine. It didn't take long for the pollution to hit them. And I knew this was going to happen. Another reason I'm doing it this way, again, so it's not quite so boring. So if I could build my power plant down here, just enough to get some research, and I think this will be far enough away. Yeah, it's going to create pollution, of course, but I think it'll be far enough away that the bugs won't be too bothered by it. Let's hope not. Well, no, you probably should go this way. Because I'm not going to leave it here. This is just going to be a temporary thing, but let's do it like this. I can always expand it if I want to. We won't even need much in the way of power plant. I just want to get some basic research done. So I told you I did some smelting. I gathered the material. I handcrafted some stuff that you need to get a basic power plant going, and a lab and some science packs. I could do some more science packs. And I need to do my research. Let's research automation first. Now this is going to create pollution, of course. I'm going to research some defenses here. And those bugs are irritated by the pollution. I'm not sure what the game logic is going to do. I'm going to guess that the game logic knows that the source of the pollution is gone. Actually, I have not verified that ever. This will be a test. So I'm just assuming they're not going to go over here, or they're not going to attack me. They won't think that this is the source of the pollution is what I'm guessing. Let's find out. And research automation, that's what I want. So I'm going to need some more stuff. I want another lab. I want some inserters. A couple iron chests. And once when this automation research completes, I will make some assembly machines, and I'll set up my starter science build, which looks like this. Well, I can't even ghost it in there yet because I don't have the research to make assembly machines, but I do a couple labs there, and then I do a couple labs down here like this with machines in here to make science packs. So I start with 4 labs. Here, let's cancel you and let's get some of this other stuff going. There we go, there's automation. And did I get you? No. Oh, we're doing it now. Okay, there we go. Give me half of those, put them in there. So now we can do gun turrets, military, logistics, things like that. Can't do that. What did I do? This one, and that one. And I'm crafting stuff. Yes. Okay, so here Give me... I'm researching gun turret now. Okay. How many do you have? 7 and 6. Now I'm doing assembly machines. My standard early science build is... I like it. It works good enough for what I want. It produces science packs quickly enough that I generally burn through all the research before I'm even ready to go on to the next. Let's see, I want... Give me inserters here. Give me belt to there. Give me gun turrets there. Didn't have that one built in quite the right place. Need some power. You need to make gears. You need to get something to make gears with. You need power. You need some place to put some iron plate. There's iron plate. You need some copper. And then I do the same thing down through here. And I do this. I do a couple more labs. And I need iron plate and copper plate. Okay, I don't have enough to make any more labs. This will do for now. Now I'm going to need more iron plate, obviously. So pollution is going to... Oh, see, it's already starting to dissipate. Yeah, I'm trying not to make it too boring. I think what I'm going to do is... okay, so if you're new to Death World, if you're just playing on your own, you could do things like walking around, finding an iron mine like this one, out by itself, put some burner miners on there, mine some iron ore, smelt it into iron plate, and just monitor the pollution. And then when the pollution gets close to the bugs, just rip up everything and go to another one. Or go back to this one. So that's an option. That's kind of boring. I'm not going to do that for the video series. So I'm just going to go back up here on the original iron mine and build smelting up there again. But I'm going to do that with some gun turrets. So I'm going to need some iron and copper plate. Can I get enough iron and copper plate and build gun turrets before they attack me? Well, let's find out. Let's find out if I can. I probably don't want to... do I want to leave this... Do I want to leave this down here? I don't know that I want to leave this down here. You know what? I'll pause... I'm not going to pause recording. Yeah, I'll pause recording. I'm going to walk around down here right now. That's kind of boring. You don't need to see that. I'm just going to reveal what's around here so that we can see it in the video series here. It's easier for me to show you in the game than it is to try to pull up a screenshot. So I'll pause the game. I'll walk around and reveal this, and then we'll take a look to see what we have in terms of resources. Okay, I took a little bit of walk around. I'm going to show you what I saw here. I saw a bunch of red, which is not good. I need more copper plate. I'm going to put some burner miners on this mine and get some copper plate going. Pollution is still hitting these bugs. And I'm not going to bore you with seeing all this. I'll start this, show you what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to walk up here, and I'm going to put some burner miners on this iron mine and get some iron plate from this iron mine up here. And then when I have that iron plate, I'll start recording again, and I'll show you what I've got at that point. So just down here, just a few, like 4 maybe, just so I can have some copper plate. Also, I don't have any coal. Oh, I have to put some on coal too then. Come here, we need coal. I'll just let this run for a little while. I don't want the bugs to destroy everything, obviously. Oops. So that'll give me some coal. While that's running and generating coal, I'm going to pause. Did I say pause the recording or pause the game the last time? Anyway, I'm going to pause the recording, obviously, and I'm going to walk around up here just so I can get the map, so it's easier to show you the map while I'm playing. I can already see there's oil down here, but it just makes it easier to play, to show you what I'm doing. So I'll do that while that's running and giving me a little bit of copper, and then I'll, if I had coal, I could put miners up there right now, or miners up there. Okay, I'll wait here and get some coal. I'm going to put some burner miners on this iron and get some iron plate smelting up there. So I'll get all that done, and then I'll come back and I'll show you. Okay, I moved the iron smelting over here, and you can see how close the bugs are. You can see them on the screen. But I've got some iron smelting going over here. I ripped up everything I had over here. I've got a little bit of copper plate now, and look how fast that pollution is being generated in a death world, which is what this is. The settings in the game make the pollution absorption lower, I think, is what it is, and maybe it even spreads faster. Anyway, you got to pay attention to it. You can see how quickly it's spreading there. But I'll get some more iron plate, and then I'll figure out I need to build a power plant again, probably down here where I had it before. Yeah. And get some research going. And then what I'm going to try to do is just go back to these original mines, put some mining drills on there, and just put some gun turrets around to defend them. So as the bugs come in to attack, we'll try to fight them off and see what happens. The two methods, I guess, are one is you go out and aggressively attack the bugs and try to remove them. That's one method that works. It depends what you like to do. The other method is you build defenses and let the bugs come and attack, and then just defend them as they attack. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's your game. You can play it any way you want to, and I've done it both ways. It's whatever I'm in the mood for. That's a little bit of iron plate. I'm just going to kind of monitor the pollution. See, it's already hitting that bug base. I'll just stay here as long as I think I can safely do this to collect iron plate. And then I'll go back down here to the original starting area and set up some defenses and proper base. So I'll be back. I'm over here smelting and kind of lucked out a little bit. I'll show you the pollution here. It's kind of spreading, obviously, but it just has tried to reach the bug base, but it doesn't quite expand into there. It just barely is. So they really haven't become agitated yet. You'll see them you can see them right there. They will start gathering up when they get really agitated, and they just started to do that. So I'm just kind of keep an eye on that and keep the smelting going as long as I can. To get iron plate and just monitor. I can, because I can see them. It's kind of nice. Get over there and see when they're gathering. Oh, see there's a bunch up there if you can see them. So they're starting to get agitated, and they're going to come over here and figure out what's going on pretty soon. So I think that's probably enough. I'm going to rip all this up, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm doing. So I pulled up all the burner miners that were over here making pollution and took a little walk around to reveal the map, and look what I found. So up here where there's no pollution, I'm going to put the burner miners back down here and make some more iron plate. So I can monitor this pollution Looks like I've got quite a bit of time actually before it reaches any bugs. That'll give me a bunch more iron plate, and that'll also allow time for this pollution to dissipate. And once all this, well, once I think it's gotten to the point where it's going to start irritating those bugs, I'll rip all that up, and I'll continue my walk around to reveal more of the map. And by then I should hopefully have a lot of iron plate. Now it'd be nice if I had some copper also, but I don't. That's the only copper I've seen so far, isn't it? Oh, there's one there. Actually, that's in the middle of nowhere too, but it's too far away from me now. But I could do the same thing. I could do that here, but I'll walk around. I was walking around this way clockwise. If pollution gets too close to this bug base, I'll rip all this up and I'll continue walking around through here to reveal more of the map. And if I find a copper patch where I can do something similar, I'll do that with copper and get some more resources. So that is what it looks like so far. I will tend to my smelting, and I'll be back. So I was walking around and I found a copper mine, so I'm going to get a little copper plate smelted. The only problem with this copper mine is there's some neighbors. So it's not going to take long to irritate those neighbors, but it'll give me a little bit of copper plate. And then I'll continue my walk. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just kind of exploring and just walking around the starting area. You can see the pollution is dissipating from the starting area. So I'll just continue. I'll get my copper plate here. Oh, I see some oil there. Get my copper plate and I'll continue walking around through here and around through there, just to explore more of the map. That's what it looks like so far. So I'll be back, hopefully, if the bugs don't kill me. I found a stone patch, and so I'm smelting some stone into stone brick. It is way over here, and so pollution is going to spread from there, but that's fine. And then I'm going to collect some stone brick. Oh, I had some copper up there. I got some copper plate smelted. Then I'm going to, once I get some stone brick here, I'm going to walk down through here. I'm kind of intrigued by this area. I'm going to walk around through there if I can, because I see oil there, and it looks like maybe it's a peninsula. I don't know. There's copper there. There's the starting area, so it's fairly close. I'm just kind of intrigued. If that's a peninsula, that might be an interesting, I could wall off maybe, I'm thinking in the future, wall off between those lakes and down to that lake. And then, I don't know, maybe this would be an area where I could build a base, because there's a nice sized patch right there. So I'm going to try to get through there if the bugs will let me and reveal what that looks like. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back and I'll show you. Well, basically, we'll be able to see a big chunk of the map then once I reveal that, and then I'll figure out. Maybe I don't want to build the base here. I don't know. I do need the starting resources. I need copper and iron. Okay, well, I'll figure it out. I'll go through here and see how far I can walk around through there, and then I'll show you what that looks like as soon as I get my stone brick here. You guys need some more copper, more coal rather. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back in the starting area. My little power plant is still here. I put some stuff in there. My little lab setup is still here. I gave it some iron plate, put some copper plate in there, and we're doing science again. So I'll show you what the map looks like now. I did some exploration. There's where I am. This is the starting area here. You can see what I revealed. There's, fair amount of resources. Nice size iron mine there. Where's the next copper? Nice. So there's the starting copper. That's not bad. 380. What was this one? 605. This one. This is the one I threw some burner miners on there and got a little bit of copper plate off of that one. So that's a nice size copper. That's a tiny copper there. It looks like it's that one for. Is that the? That one's not nothing. Okay. So I walked around here. I was kind of intrigued by this peninsula. There's oil there. There's not much else in the way of resources, though. But it's a nice spot for oil. There's a little bit of oil there, but there's a nice oil patch there. And That is the... Oh, there's coal there. That's a nice sized coal patch there. So I'm just going to kind of stick around here. I'll build some defenses, gun turrets with the little walls around the gun turrets, and get some science, or keep some science running, and build up some get research going so I can get better defenses. And just plan on trying to defend this area. I'll have to take that bug base out, I think. But I'm still intrigued by this peninsula. I don't know. If I walled between those lakes there, that would give me the starting iron, copper, stone, and coal. There would be uranium. There's oil there. And I could go straight down between that lake and that lake. Actually, I could go down to this. I could go down to this cliff and use that as a wall. And then maybe down to here. And then across like that. I'm thinking about that. Like walling here, walling here, walling here, and then wall across to there or something. And just kind of stay in here and build up my science and tech. And just defend this area, because if I can get military science with flamethrower turrets, there's lots and lots of oil. And I can put walls. Is that the only stone? Is that the only stone? That's the only stone over here. But I think I could make enough walls from that stone to maybe wall this off. Where's the next stone patch? That's iron. That's stone. It's kind of far away. There's stone there. I could do that. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll think about what I want to do and how I want to proceed, and then I'll come back and I'll show you probably the next episode. I have no idea how long this has taken, because I've been doing all the exploration. I've kind of lost track of time. So I'll say thanks for watching this episode. If you liked it, please click on that thumbs up button. I would appreciate it very much. Take care, have fun playing, and next episode I'll show you what I've decided to do in terms of where to build the base, the proper starting base. So take care, have fun playing. See ya.